a really simple recipe for a counter cleaner. And this counter cleaner is made with 3 basic recipes: some water, alcohol, a little bit of dish detergent, and some essential oils. This cleaner is fantastic on granite, on quartz, and on laminate. I've personally used it on all of those surfaces and have had really good results. It not only cleans the surface effectively, it leaves it feeling clean, it makes it smell fantastic, and it's got antimicrobial, antibacterial qualities because we are using the alcohol. Now, by no means, given the situation that we're in, am I saying that this is going to kill any sort of viral bacteria or viruses that may be living on your surface. This is strictly for everyday household use and just killing the general bacteria that perhaps is living on your counters from leftover foods or whatever. So it's a really effective way. It costs you pennies, and I think you'll be really pleased with the results. Now, I've been using this for years, maybe 15, 20 years. I don't even know where I originally got the recipe, but in doing some research currently, I've noticed that it's all over the internet. Everybody has the same recipe, which tells me that it's working, or other people find it as effective as I do, and that's why there's so many people still using the same recipe. So very easy to prepare. You need a little spray bottle that you get maybe from the dollar store. I've got a little one that holds approximately a cup, because we're going to be making a cup of the solution. And I've got 3/4 of a cup of water, and to that I'm going to add 1/4 of a cup of rubbing alcohol. Now, I've got 99% rubbing alcohol. There is a rubbing alcohol that's 50%. That'll certainly work as well, but the higher the percentage of alcohol, obviously the more effective it's going to be in combating any sort of bacteria. And I know that one of the ratios that I had read for effective hand sanitizer is 2/3 of rubbing alcohol to 1/3 of aloe vera gel, and that was had indicated that that was an effective way to combat any germs that were left on your hands, etc. So the only reason I'm mentioning that is because it's a 1/3 to 2/3 ratio, and this is actually a 1/4 to 3/4 ratio. So it's lowering maybe the efficacy of the solution in order to, combat any bacteria that's on your hands, but it's going to do the job. So we've got 3/4 of a cup of water and 1/4 of a cup of our alcohol. And then to that, you're just going to want to use, about a teaspoon of just some dish detergent, a couple of little squirts, maybe not even as much as a teaspoon, but it's certainly not going to hurt. That's going to be your soap, essentially. And we're just combining that soap in there. And then to that, we want to add 10 drops of an essential oil that has antibacterial or antimicrobial properties. And some of those are eucalyptus, tea tree, lavender, peppermint, lemongrass, and rosemary. And I'm sure that there are another myriad of essential oils that have antibacterial, antimicrobial properties. So use 10 drops of whatever essential oil has those properties and has a scent that is pleasing to you. So in our application today, I think I am going to use peppermint, because I think that's going to leave the counters smelling very fresh for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It smells great already. I don't know, there's something about peppermint that just, it definitely smells fresh, so it kind of makes you feel like things are really clean. And then we're just going to take a little funnel, add our solution, And this stores, well, it stores forever. It's majority of its alcohol, or I'm sorry, a quarter of its alcohol, so it will store for a very long time. Then you can put it in your little spray bottle. Don't forget to mark it as your counter cleaner. There's a great little tags that you can get at the dollar store. I've got them. They're handy for whenever I need to mark something so that I don't forget. And all you're gonna do, so we're just gonna spray. You don't even have to use that much. I'm overdoing it for demonstration purposes. Actually, I didn't even notice I've got some dye from when I was making my flowers that I didn't even notice was on the counter. So you just spray it and wipe it. The counter was pretty clean, but I'm just going to show you the extra dirt that I didn't even realize was on the counter. So this is my cloth. So it was dirtier than I thought. And you don't even have to wipe it down anymore because of the alcohol in the in our little cleanser. It evaporates really quickly. I've added a lot, so I'm just going to give it a quick. And within seconds, the whole counter is dry. So this is fantastic to use on your counters. It leaves it. Can you hear it? Squeaky clean. Now I also use the same solution to clean off light switches and door handles, but I don't spray directly into it. I spray a bit on my paper towel, and then I can effectively and easily clean and disinfect my switches and also my door handles. So it's a nice way to disinfect those areas, but it also makes the metal really shiny. So it works great on those two surfaces as well. And it's just a great recipe to have on hand. And the other great thing about it, using a commercial product, they tend to be very, very strong. And I'm a little bit sensitive to commercial fragrances, and so is my dog. He actually sneezes if I'm using something that is a little stronger, like Lysol or some of these other stronger chemical-based cleansers. So this is actually just a nice natural way. It's a really pleasant fragrance that you can control, and it really does clean your counters. It leaves them really, really smooth and shiny. So if you like this recipe and you try it, I hope you share it. Enjoy and happy cleaning.